I made a 1:400 replica of Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Today we will be doing a retro version of this massive desert airport. So let's get straight into today's airport update of Phoenix Sky Harbor. Starting us off for today's airport update, we have a US Airways Airbus A330-300. This aircraft is just beginning to receive some fuel and luggage for a flight out to Honolulu, Hawaii. And over here is an aircraft that don't showcase often, a US Air Boeing 757-200. We'll say this is operating for US Airways, and it's just arriving at the airport from a flight from Philadelphia International Airport. At Gate 4 is a US Airways Airbus A319 in a Nevada 1 special livery. This aircraft is just receiving some luggage on board for a flight out to LAX. Over here we have a US Airways Express CRJ 700, and this aircraft is just finalizing its fuel arrangements and is first boarding up its crew for a flight out to Grand Junction, Colorado. And over here we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-400 in the Ron Allen livery. This aircraft is just taxiing over to the terminal from a flight from New York, JFK. Over here, Gate 8, we have a US Airways Airbus A319 being pulled into the gate by the ground crew tug. This aircraft is just pulling into the gate from a flight from Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. I'd like to let you know that you could save on the NG models August pre-orders at dgpilot.com by using coupon code HI10 for 10% off your order. There are some good releases in this set, including a Spirit Airlines Airbus A321 and the Southwest New Mexico 737. If you use the coupons, please let me know in the comments below so I can give you a shout out, as DG Pilot is a great business. Thank you. And over here receiving some fuel, here is this US Airways Embraer ERJ-145 in the Darth Vader livery. This aircraft is receiving fuel on board for a flight out to Denver, Colorado. And just being pulled out of its gate, here's a US Airways Airbus A319 in the PSA Heritage livery. This aircraft is being pulled out of its gate for a flight out to Charlotte, North Carolina. Over here is an AirTran Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is just taxiing over to the terminal as it arrived at Phoenix Sky Harbor from a flight from Orlando, MCO. Pulling towards the runway, we have a US Airways Express ERJ-175. This aircraft is just taxiing over to the runway for a flight out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Up next, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Canyon Blue livery. This aircraft is just receiving some fuel on board for a flight out to Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. Over here at Gate 16 at Terminal 4, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 and the Maryland 1 special livery, as well as in the Canyon Blue tail. This aircraft is deboarding its luggage as it just arrived at the airport about 5 minutes ago from a flight from Dallas Love Field. Over here we have a Northwest Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft is taxiing over to the runway for a flight out to Salt Lake City. Receiving some catering, here's a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. This aircraft is receiving catering for a flight out to Chicago Midway. Another Canyon Blue Southwest, here we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-300 in the Canyon Blue livery. This aircraft is receiving some luggage on board for a flight out to New York Liberty International Airport. Up next is probably my favorite Southwest aircraft, the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-300 in the SeaWorld Shamu 1 special livery. This aircraft is receiving fuel as well as some luggage for a flight out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Taxiing over to Terminal 3, here's an American Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the Member of One World's livery, taxiing over to Terminal 3 from a flight from Dallas, Fort Worth. Taxiing towards the runway, we have a US Airways Airbus A319 in the Piedmont Heritage livery. This aircraft is taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming to the other end of Terminal 4 at Gate 24, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery without winglets. This aircraft is deboarding its luggage from a flight from Orlando, MCO. And first, blowing up its crew, here's a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Slam Dunk 1 special livery. First, boarding up its crew for a flight out to Houston Hobby. Taxiing over to the terminal, here's a Continental DC-10-30 taxiing in from a flight from Newark Liberty International Airport. Taxiing over to Terminal 3 from a flight from Denver, Colorado, here's a Frontier Airlines Dash 8 Q400 in a Lynx tail, taxiing in from a flight from Denver, Colorado. Also just landed is the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the New Mexico 1 special livery, landing in from a flight from Washington Dulles. Pulling up to the gate, here's a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300 in the Colors and Motion special livery, just pulling up to the gate from a flight from Atlanta, Georgia. And then we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-700. At the time, this would have been one of the first painted Delta Airlines aircraft in a new livery. This aircraft is just boarding up for a flight out to LAX. Arriving at the gate not too long ago, here's an American Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the Breast Cancer Awareness special livery, just pulling into the gate from a flight from, we will say, Miami, Florida. And pulling out of the gate, here's a Frontier Airbus A319 in the Hummingbird tail. This aircraft is pulling out of the gate for a flight out to Denver, Colorado. Here we have a United Express Embraer E170 in the Blue Tube livery. This aircraft is being catered for a flight out to San Francisco, California. Almost wrapping up the terminal, here we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-400 in the We're Going to Disneyland colors. This aircraft is first arriving at the gate from a flight from Seattle, Washington. And at gate 7, we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A319 in the Rainbow livery. This plane is being heavily catered for a flight out to Tampa, Florida. At gate 17, first pulling into the gate, here's a Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200 pulling into the gate from a flight from Honolulu. Taxiing to the runway, 27 left, we have a FedEx Express 777F in the Panda Express special colors. This aircraft is taxiing to the runway for a flight out to Memphis, Tennessee. There's not too much activity on this side of Terminal 4, but we have a Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 767-300 first boarding up for a flight out to Honolulu. Over here is one of two British Airways 747s. At gate 9, we have this 747 deboarding its luggage from a flight from London Heathrow. And over here at gate 5, we have another British Airways 747. This one's in the Member of One World's livery, and this plane is first boarding up its luggage for a flight out to London Heathrow. Taxiing towards the runway, here is a UPS Boeing 767-300F, taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to Louisville, Kentucky. Here we have an America West Express Canadair CRJ-200 taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to, we will say, San Diego, California. First in line for departure, here's a Continental Boeing 737-800. First in line for departure for a flight out to Houston IAH. This Volaris Airbus A319 is second in line for departure for a flight out to Guadalajara. And the last plane at this airport update, we have an Air Canada Airbus A319 in the Kids Horizon special livery. This aircraft is third in line for departure for a flight out to Vancouver. So thank you guys so much for watching this airport update of Retro Phoenix Sky Harbor. Channel news is that I did officially start college, so that's why the videos have been delayed a little bit. But I probably will do a current airport update of Phoenix Sky Harbor and work on this airport a little bit more, including more backgrounds in the back and more mountains. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's airport video. Please stay tuned for more content and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much and enjoy your day.